Daniel James.
What up, though?
What's up, boy?
How y'all doing tonight? I try not to watch the news, but I treat it like I treat sports. I'll just watch the highlights the next day on my phone. I'm just really doing just enough so I can just bullshit my way through small talk. That's all it's for. I see lately that there's a lot of wildfires going on. It seems like at any given point, half the world is on fire. And a lot of people have been displaced, and I can relate to these people because I had a traumatic fire incident in my youth, and everyone seems cool here, so I'll talk to you all about it. When I was 13, I lost my PlayStation 2 in the fire. I had Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in it as well, so yeah. It was a big deal. It affected me for a while, you know. I remember that night well. My mom was working overnight. I was home alone. I woke up to half of my mattress on fire that was pushed up against the wall. So I immediately rolled out of bed and I leaped into action. And by action, I mean panic. I panicked. I had no idea what to do. So I ran into the kitchen and I grabbed the fire extinguisher and I run back to the bedroom where the fire is, and I realized, fuck, I don't know how to use a fire extinguisher. Now, I'm sure there was a handy diagram on the canister or something, but I was in a panic mode. I didn't have time to read. It's a crisis, guys. So my next idea was, okay, so I threw the fire extinguisher into the fire. Now, I don't remember what my mind frame was right then, but I know I had one of two ideas. It was either I thought this would be like some fire extinguishing grenade that would just poof and then everything was gone, or I was making an offering to the fire gods. I was trying to quench their bloodlust. It didn't work. So I ran out of the house 3 minutes down the street to my mom's job. I yelled at a panic. I'm like, Mom, the apartment's on fire. She asked me two questions. Did you call the fire department? And did you tell the neighbors? No and no. But I have a good reason for not talking to the neighbors, you know, because it was a bad neighborhood. Our neighbors were sketchy. It was around 5, 6 in the morning. I didn't want to wake anyone up. The neighbor to our left had a feud with us because we accused him of stealing our stuff, because we saw him stealing our stuff. And the neighbor upstairs had just spit at me and called me a half-breed earlier that day. So I wasn't too incentivized to help these people, you know? But I'm a good guy, so I came back after my mom called the fire department. I ran back from her job. I get back there, and there's this helpful Mormon missionary. His name's Todd Potter. It's the whitest name you'll ever hear. Like, this guy thinks mayonnaise is spicy, you know what I mean? So Todd Potter is going around, he notices the fire, and I caught his attention, and I asked him to wake up the neighbors, because, you know, you can't attack a Mormon. It's just a rule. And so Todd wakes up all the neighbors, they thank him, and then turns out about a couple months later, I noticed that half of my apartment complex is going to this Mormon church now. So you know what? I have a sneaking suspicion that this Todd guy set my apartment on fire so he could come in like some kind of savior and just make everything look better, you know. But another thing I noticed in the news is wage inequality, wealth gap. So my friend is trying to start an OnlyFans page, and I have a couple ideas for him I wanted to share with you all. They get more elaborate as we go. Well, we'll start with the most elaborate. Let's do that real quick. We got Phantom of the Cockra, okay? So he appears in a fog of smoke with his mask, seduces the woman. It has more costumes and theatrics to it. The second one, Cock Nest Monster. That's easy, though. You just get a costume, buy a lake, you're good to go. The last one, just a name, Demeanus with the penis. Y'all have a good night.
Daniel James, everybody.